Hi, I'm Gary Berman. I'm the CEO of C-Suite Consulting, and I'm a victim of a 15-year cyber stalk. It all began at that time when I had a very successful marketing company. I was fortunate to be able to sell it to the largest marketing company in the world, and I was on top of the world. Then it all went bad. It turns out I was the victim of a cybercrime, a series of them, committed by former employees who decided to start their own company while working full-time for me. We caught them red-handed, including an external hard drive downloading intellectual property. And I'll never forget what the guy said to me when we caught him. He said, "You have no idea what stalking is." Well, fast forward to 15 years, evidently I'm learning. Starting last September, it turns out that when I got back into the industry that I had left in the marketing world, that I started noticing a bunch of anomalies. Emails being deleted, presentations being changed, access to my email login passwords had been changed. And the list went on and on, phishing expeditions that I was able to understand and learn about. So even 15 years later, as unbelievable as it sounds, like the layers of an onion, I started documenting everything that I could. I took screenshots, I took videos with my iPhones, and once I had enough information, I went to the FBI. The FBI saw me. They thought there was enough there that they came to my house just 2 days later, and I showed them a little bit more about what was happening, and they thought it was sufficient to send it to the district attorney's office. Unfortunately, given the difficulty of identifying hackers, basically law enforcement said that I didn't have sufficient evidence to prosecute a case. So I did what I call the big pivot, which is I decided to take all this evidence and the story about how this has devastated my life, my family's life, lost millions of dollars over time, lost my reputation, and to put it into a book, which is called Stalking on Air. And you can get it at stalkingonair.com or Amazon when books are sold. In the summer is when it'll be finished, of 2017. And I decided to pivot from being a victim to becoming a victim's advocate, to generate awareness about the problem and how if it can happen to me, it can happen to you, and that there are some important steps that you need to take as an individual to protect your family and as a small business owner to protect your small business, including complicated, lengthy passwords, including using devices such as Cujo, which I found through the Geek Squad at Best Buy. They recommended it to me, and I've been just delighted with its performance, especially considering the complexity of my particular sort of hack. And so what I think the future holds is the Internet of Things. Everything is going to be connected, and everything therefore is vulnerable to hack. As more and more people and more devices are connected together, you should use them to their full effect. And the Internet is fantastic for so many things, but you need to proceed with caution.